And next up at UFC London, we've got Ravena Oliveira taking on Shanelle Dyer. Carlos, who you got in this one?
I'm going to go with Dyer in this one. She has good movement, sharp striking. She changes levels with her striking as well. She'll go high low, starting with head, using her legs to rip the legs too. Always throwing you off wherever she's throwing. Um, the thing that's got me too is that she's got all the tools and everything. She's got the ability, but in her last fight out on the Contender Series, it showed a lot of heart to get through the shot she was eating, and she fought that girl Foro, and that girl could crack. And most other girls would have just curled up, turned their back, and they would have got the stoppage. She tried to fight through it. She has a lot of talent. She just doesn't have that big snapping power. She's got to throw in combination to get anything done, which is fine. That's how most of the women are in this division. And she's talented. She's young. She's gonna get it done. She's gonna start to put it all together even better than she has right now. And I'm gonna take Dyer. I just think that Oliveira, like, she doesn't mix a lot of her striking. She kind of stays a lot with the throwing hands more than anything. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't see her wanting to go to the ground too much. I see Dyer actually being able to take her down, and she likes to mix in a little grappling as well. So maybe that's something that she can lean on. But if it just stays standing, which I think it will, I just think even if it gets in the clinch, I think Dyer's got the better knees. She's got the better elbows in the clinch, and yeah, I don't see where Oliveira, other than just pressure, because a lot of times she's the one trying to force the pace of the fight. And when she's trying to force the pace of the fight, that's when she actually gets either taken down or nullified in some way. So I'm going to take Dyer to get it done.
Yeah, I like what the UFC's done here. Obviously, Dyer didn't have great success in the Contender Series. They brought her back for this London card, and Shanelle Dyer. There's no lying about it. Shanelle Dyer is in dire need of a victory, and I think she gets it here in front of her home crowd over in London. I don't think Oliveira's all that. She realistically just spams 1-2s, like Carlos mentioned. Really only throws the hands, doesn't mix in a ton of grappling, doesn't have a ton of kicks, and I think Dyer realistically is the much more technical striker. She does a good job. You saw her over in her previous fights. I believe it was in the PFL? Yeah, the PFL. She snaps the low kick heavy. She attacks the low kick. She'll fight with the hands, with the 1-2s, but I think she's just a little bit more technical. Oliveira just doesn't really set up a lot of her shots. Very much lunging. I think that's going to get her countered here against Dyer, and I think that she's going to be able to be the rightful favorite in this matchup. Excuse me, and ultimately get this one done. I'm sneezing with so much excitement. I can't contain myself with this matchup, but ultimately give me Shanelle Dyer here to get this one done as the technical striker on the feet. I just don't think Oliveira has a whole lot for her, whether it comes to the ground game. I think Dyer's going to defend the takedowns. I think she's going to beat her up on the feet, and Oliveira leaves her so far too exposed. So give me Shanelle Dyer to get this one done.